afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to our another episode of Adulting 101. And today's topic, we will talk about career launch. I'm Joanne, and I'm going to talk about something that almost every student talk about this, especially life after graduation. So for some of us, we already know actually what we should do after graduation, or some of us might already know what we should do, maybe become a content creator, or maybe journalist, or maybe some news broadcaster. But for many students, the reality is really different. We graduate, we have a bachelor, and maybe some of us have an experience, but there's come one big question: what should I do next? And that's exactly what we are going to explore today. And coming up to the show, and we'll hear some students or some from really our special guests, some his experience and what some journey that brings him into this point. And so whether you're grading soon or still figuring out what you should do in your career path, or simply wondering what will your working world will be look like, and yeah, so we will discuss more of this, also from start of the biggest mistake or young people mistake from young people after graduation, they mess up in the making CV or maybe in the interview section. And yeah, so maybe we will more discover about this in our talk today, and put some skills or some kind of how to make your interviews better. And so when you apply it, the boss will be apply your or your boss will be accept your CV, or you will get to your work life. And so let's get our start with our first segment, and let's take a look on what students themselves think about their future careers. So sit properly and grab your popcorns, and let's see for the next ad break.
All right, sir. My name is Grisella.
My name is Frank.
What do you do for a living, and do you feel like you're paid fairly for it?
I work as a mining engineer, and I'm a consultant, so I set my own rates. So I think I am fairly paid for it.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, my name is Grisella, and may I know yours?
Zanet.
Did you end up working in the field that you're actually studied for, or did life take a turn?
I did for a while. I studied as a nurse, and then I had kids, and then we end up homeschooling our children. So then I end up being a teacher, but not a qualified one at home. So
That's a lovely one. A teacher for your school, for your kids.
just my own kids, yeah. So
Okay. Thank you very
That's
much for
okay.
answering. Thank you.
Okay, hi. First of all, what's your name?
Carolina.
Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia, but I'm coming from Spain.
Spain. España, guys. So first thing, what do you do for a living, and do you feel you're paid fairly for that job?
Yeah, so I'm a global account manager. I'm working for a tech company called SAP. And yeah, I think I have a fair pay.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, so for the last question, what's a bigger red flag in a job? Do you think a terrible boss with a high pay, or a great boss but the job has a low pay? Which one?
I think a terrible boss.
terrible boss
with a high pay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's more important that you are comfortable with your job. It's very, it's critical that you are not in a toxic environment. If you have a great boss, your career will go up. And you will feel more encouraged and motivated to do the stuff.
Because the boss is also plays the role of being empathetic and just caring for the feelings of his workers as well, other than just dragging money from them and profit,
Exactly.
I do you think that you are able to become a boss someday, or a higher position, like manage people?
Yeah, I love managing people, and actually I'm doing some courses about leadership in my company.
I think you're perfect for that.
Thank you.
Really.
Yeah, at the moment I'm a team leader, so my team is quite small, we are 35 people. But it's still, I think we are, I am in a big learning course. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so we just heard some interesting people from student for about their dream jobs and after graduation. So like, but behind every career is everything is really different journey. And last episode we are talking about a guest, and then the guest is talking about the rental stuff and how usually students survive in the rental stuff, like about deposit or any payment stuff in a rental life. And so what does the journey life looks like, especially in the work life? So before we meet our guests, let's take a closer look at their background and their career experience and the path that brought them into this point. So yeah, sit properly and let's take a look slowly. And yeah, before we start to the video, let's see this short guest introduction. See you later.
Hi, Mr. Gan. Can you introduce yourself first?
Hello, my name is Gan. You call me Gan. Currently, I'm actually holding a position as a managing partner of my own firm, which is SS Gan & Co. Or we brand it called as SS335 Group. In the same time, I'm also the public trainer for professional bodies and also some government agencies. Right? I come across all this when I started my firm. At a time of point, I start to provide training. Okay, firstly, I become a lecturer of ACCA and lecturing in Nanjing, China. And after that, I secure the interest in giving public trainings. All right. On top of providing the public practice service, I teach also, mentor and guide or coach anyone that need the service or anyone that need the knowledge in this industry or in this field.
So, Mr. Gan, can you tell us what inspired you to pursue your career?
What inspired me to pursue this career is because I feel like when we studied in the currency that time, all right, the top area or the top level that we could actually pursue is get a professional accountancy. So I'm a person that I don't really like to work for people. So I start to have my firm by myself.
Oh, I see. So, Mr. Gan, can you share us a fun fact about yourself?
Fun fact about myself, all right. To me, I'm the kind of person where I play hard, work hard. Okay. Other than just working alone in the office itself, I also get my people to involve in all the parties or the drinking sessions and the dinner, eating sessions whatsoever with me. And also we do a lot of charitable activities, all right, to help out in the community. So other than work, I would prefer more in terms of work and having fun all together.
Mr. Gan, can you share us your career advice?
Okay, in terms of my career advice, I can actually share to the young people nowadays is that we have to be down to the earth, and other than working smart, we really need to work hard. All right, securing all the skills and all the knowledge, the experience before they can actually go into something that proceed to the next level. Whether they want to have a growth in their salary, advancement in the career, advancement, or whatsoever not. So the most important thing is secure the basic and build the future.
All right. Thank you for your advice.
Thank you very much.
And now let's welcome our guest, Mr. Gan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us today.
for
And now I would love to talk about really common questions as a student that was just graduate from the university. So may I know, like, what is your journey like after graduation and what was your first job?
Okay, allow me to have a bit of introduction of myself. I recall that back in more than 20 years ago, I was a student in TAR College, which is today's TAR UMT. That time I pursued diploma in business studies, bracket accounting. All right, and then back then, people told me that after you've studied accounting, you have to come out to be an auditor. So I am so naive and just believe on that, right? So after I graduated, I finished my diploma. I came out and have my first job as audit assistant. Since then, I studied ACCA by myself. I don't really attend any classes, but I just bought the studying material, reading materials, and I do the post question myself, which I successfully completed the whole ACC syllabus, right? Of course, if you ask me whether I have the kind of a mindset to give up or not in along the journey of studying and working all together, yes, I do have. But the thing is, I think that I'm the kind of person that I like to take challenge. So along the journey, I did work, and study, which is a very tough journey. Okay, along the journey, which I could recall, I worked 24 hours, right? I was punished by my supervisor to stand beside him just for one simple question from 8:30 to 12:30. Of course, I will tell you now and for today with my achievement, I would like to thank to him. It's a him. So that will actually bring me into this my achievement now. And then I started my firm. Since then as well, when I first started my firm, I taught ACCA in Nanjing University, which is in China. And then after I came back, I continued to provide this ACCA teaching, as well as provide the training. All right, so public training. Then from there, actually, I like to coach, and then I like to give advice to a youngster. I like to give advice to the young chap, and of course, I do give opportunity to the young people who has faith to be my staff to grow their business, and also we call it a career advancement in my firm. All right, today I'm a chartered accountant with a licenses, and then I'm running my firms in KL, Penang, and Kelantan respectively.
Ooh,
that's all for my
that's
introduction.
big. And is there any biggest challenge that you ever face, when you pursuing this career? Is there any big things?
Okay, the biggest challenge is that, like I mentioned just now, I got to study full time and work in a part time. So along the journey, the biggest challenge is that I need to ensure that I pass my exam, and also I got my membership. Of course, I also need to interview to get my license. Then from there, the challenge is that, to get my cash flow statement balance, and then to complete all the files or whatsoever to meet the deadline. So that's all.
Because is there any specific moment that you felt I'm not sure about this? Is it the right thing I should do?
Yeah, I do. I have that kind of feeling as well.
So can you tell us what is it?
Yeah, I have the kind of a feeling that whether I'm having in the right path or whether I'm doing the right thing in the the entire career path. But I never give up. I never give up. Even though my previous employer scolded me, as I mentioned just now, he made me to stand beside him for 4 hours. I thank to him. I never give up. So most importantly, that I'm going to give an advice to the students is don't give up. Whatsoever challenges that you face, there is a challenge in life, right? So just take it as a learning ground, and then for the students' own advancement. All right. No one can actually come out and fly straight away after the graduation, right?
Yeah,
you
that's
have to
true.
apply what you have studied in the book to the reality. But sometimes the reality doesn't come in a sequence as if what you study in the book. So we have to play around with, our instinct. That's the thing.
Is there any skills or something that student have to try to put on the CV? What do you think is the most thing student have to put in the CV?
Okay, the most thing that students have to put in on the CV is that, to me, students will just have to be as honest as possible. What is yes, what is no, just write straight away. Don't try to conceal the fact. Don't try to cheat the employer, because during the probation period, the employer will definitely find out what is happening. So just tell what is actually the the shortages or the advantage, and the contribution to the company or the firm and whatsoever. Not try to be as honest as possible to the employer.
Alright, that's really interesting information that you can guys get from Mr. Gan. But of course, everyone experience really different, and students today have their own concern about entering their work life. And now we will talk more about those concerns after the break. See you guys later.
There seems to be an invisible line between us. A line that divides our world like Earth equator. My math teacher once said that on the same plane, two parallel lines will never intersect. Yet we walk along the same streets, share the same library at different hours, and leave our traces in the same quiet corners. We occupy the same space, breathe the same air, existing in the same world, yet always beyond each other's reach. But somewhere deep inside, I still don't believe that two parallel lines can never meet.
Welcome back, guys, to our Adulting 101, and we just heard some of our guests' personal career journey. But now, let's take a bigger picture, especially for the students and after fresh graduates. Because finding first jobs can be really exciting, but also really challenging. And of course, there are a lot of concern about competition, expectation, work location, and also like whether you were actually prepared or like prepare for what comes next. So let's talk about some of the biggest concerns, especially for students. Like me and myself, I ever faced this kind of concern, just like how far it is, like the location and the salary expectation, and also like the difficulty to communicate with the boss or with another staff. And so let's talk more about this and more about the concern among young people when entering their work life. See you next.
What is happening here? Oh, it's UCSI Career Fair. Looking for an internship or job? Well, I guess you are in the right place. Come, follow me. With so many booths, companies, and opportunities waiting for you, maybe your next opportunity is right here.
I am interested to know one thing, and that is, what skills do your employees need to have to be in this company, and what can they develop from your company?
Actually, it depends on the positions that I apply. Most important thing that we're looking on the good communication skill is the number one. Okay. And the other thing is the soft skill. And office management thing is on. After all, it still depends on the positions that they apply. Yeah, the things that they can develop from our company, they will actually grow a good business skill when they work with us. Because we're dealing with clients and so on, our internal stakeholders when they work with us in Shopper 360. Yep.
My name is Krisala and I'm here with.
Faisal, I'm a mechatronics engineering student.
So I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What are your career goals after graduation?
So after graduation, I hope to find a well-paying job where I can help my family and also fulfill my goals, my job goals basically.
Okay, I see. And what are the challenges are you concerned about when entering the workplace?
I went to internship last January and you could tell that there's a very big gap between university and the actual job market. So my biggest challenge is filling this gap with information and skills or experience.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For international student, maybe you have an advice because it's actually so hard for me to find a job here in Kuala Lumpur actually.
Okay, so actually the Malaysia has opened up graduating kind of thing where international students actually can work for 1 year after they have graduated.
Oh, the graduate pass.
Yes, the graduate
I
pass. That's
see.
right, the graduate pass. And yes, so but it's open up to certain countries, and if you're an international student that fall within that country, then look for companies that are willing to actually employ. So even like today with our career fair, we have companies that actually are willing to take our international students for internship and also for work.
So it's a really good job opportunities.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. S. Thank you
you.
very much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Alright, I assume we all already watched the video just now. And I will start the first question to Mr. Gan. So
Okay.
I will ask you more about what student you have to do after the graduates. Okay, so what a lot of entry level jobs still ask for the previous experience. So do you think that's a fair for fresh graduates? They still ask for the previous question, and of course some of them asking high salary while they're really just a junior, entry level. So what do you think about that?
Very good question. Okay, in my opinion, if let's say for example, during the interview between me and the candidate, if I find out that candidate is what he or she is asking for really match to his or her experience or studies whatsoever not, well, I think that would depend on how high is the salary range. Let's say for example, if someone just fresh graduate and then come out and asking for the salary of 4,000 all right and above, I think this is not fair. Okay, this is pretty not fair because first thing first, every company or every firms, they will have their own KPI, which is the key performance index. So that will very much depending on whether that particular employee, all right, will be able to meet the KPI of the company in the first place. Okay, and then whether he or she is able to work without minimum supervision as well as independent. All right, and to be fair to the employer as well, sometimes this is actually a practical scenario in the Malaysian market where sometimes I would say that the attitude of Malaysian, all right, I would say they like to come into they like to have their thing which is last minute. So in that case itself, I think, in my opinion, in order for an employee or the students, fresh graduated students, to ask for a high salary, he or she will have to be fair to the employer, whereby the employer can consider to give, okay, and at the same time, these students will also need to fork up a bit of his private time for the employer, right? So this is my opinion.
Okay, so do you think it's really important, is university degree is really important, or your skill is more important?
Okay, to me, if you come to this, university degree definitely is something I would say is equally important because the students will have to study in university to get their basic knowledge. all right,
Yep.
to get their basic knowledge. Unless these students will try very hard, in the job place or in the workplace, to try to secure the particular skills. Otherwise, university degree will serve as a foundation or the basic knowledge, for the students. But when you come to ask me whether it is important or not, as a fresh graduate, or we call it entrance level, it is important. But the thing is, attitude is even more important. If you want me to rank that, attitude will have to be above the degree.
Okay, so let's get to the next question. So, like, would you recommend students to follow their passion or prioritize their job security or the financial stability?
Okay, first I'd like to talk about the passion. Now, the question over here is, what can a passion that help the students? Sometimes what we study doesn't mean that what we are going to be. You see?
Yep.
So when we talk about passion, I don't believe in passion actually, because every journey, right, we have the pain and we have the joy. So passion is one issue. Passion can do it in the pastime, right? Then you talk about another question is before the job security is?
Like unrealistic expectation or like prioritize job security and follow their passion.
Job security.
Yep.
When we talk about job security, well, job security is something a students need to prioritize. Why? Because after the student graduated, I think at the age of 23, okay, all the way to the age of 60, right, the retirement age, job security is where they can actually guarantee their income. All right, they can guarantee their income, and whether they can actually have the advancement or increase in the income on that part. So job security is something that's very important. Okay, so this is my sharing. So the next question.
So the next question is like, when you apply your first job, so like, do you need to prioritize of gaining experience, or should they know like how much they work or like negotiate their salary? Like, so like, is it students better to apply the job for gaining some new experience, or like negotiating the salary, how much they're worth?
Okay, based on my experience, when I came out at my time, all right, we came out and then we'll say that I want to learn. Okay, after I've learned for maybe 1 year or two, then I will hope to another job for a advancement in the salary, okay, or increment in the salary. It will be unrealistic for an employer to look at a student or immediately enroll the student if the student immediately asks for the salary instead of the experience.
So we will continue this talk later on. So we will see you guys later after the short break.
Okay.
So we're going to Uniqlo. I want to see what's the newest collection here, and we're going to see what Gen Z and millennials are wearing. Wow, this is the collab with J.W. Anderson. You guys know the designer, right? Wow, this is the strip polo shirt. I think I saw a lot of people using this as well. You got also dresses, trousers maybe? It's the black one. They even have for the formal wear and sweater if you want to go somewhere cold. Another statement bags. Or just normal tee. You can shop it in Uniqlo. Up next, we have Gentle Monster. If you are looking for glasses, I recommend you guys to go here. They have a lot of collections, from the folded one to the normal one. Like this, This is not really normal actually. It's a bit trendy. Like this. I think might feel weird wearing this. But anyway, let's continue. This is actually my personal favorite. I have this a lot and I wear this a lot. We have the collaboration one with the Mickey Mouse. See? It has Gentle Monster and Mickey Mouse logo here. Ooh, if you like exploring, you might leave this. Ooh, how do I look? Okay, a lot of glasses here and there. And there's a robot sitting there. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Welcome back, guys. We just talked about a lot of challenges and how the difficulties to entering the work life. But now it's time to put some of the knowledge to practice. So like your resume is often the first impression or a potential employer, and unfortunately is also very easy to make a mistake on one. So today we're going to look at some of the resumes that need a little help, and we'll be identifying what's wrong and figuring out what's the need to change, and hopefully to turn them into something that could actually impress a recruiter. So after this short break, we will we will talk more about the working life and expectation. And let's get started with the resume rescue. See you later.
Hello everyone, I'm Vijan. So today we are at Central Market here for a quick career choice challenge question. So we are going to ask people about those questions and they only have 3 seconds to answer. No overthinking, let's go.
Work alone because because right now I work alone. Yeah.
With a team or alone?
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes I wish to go alone. Maybe better alone. I work as a project manager in IT, so managing the teams. So that's why wanting to be alone sometimes.
I see. So
4 days with less pay because I think rest is I need more rest. Yeah, I like to have more rest. Yeah.
Oh, better 5 days with more pay. But sometimes, I know there is the practice to have 4 days working, but with the same salary, so it's the best situation, but probably 5 days would be better.
okay, that's it. Thank you.
I need the second. Next one?
Yeah.
I would choose the fixed one.
Fixed one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Because I'm more organized in this way. You can find out the exact program.
Yeah, let's say, but if you have something to do personally, let's say, if you have this possibility to work with flexible hours, I mean, no opinions. Two different opinions.
Yes.
In this economy, the one that high salary is stressful job. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's what I say due to this economy. So yeah, I rather have a high salary and stressful job.
For
3, 2, 1. So alright guys, welcome back. So now we will start to our first game, which was career ranking. So there will be two tables, Mr. Gan and Joanne. So there will be like some kind of words like low stress, work environment, work-life balance, job security, salary, work location, passion, flexible working hours, reputation, and also career growth. And we will like put the most important one at the highest one, and the lowest one will be the least important. So I guess we can start now.
Sure.
Which one do you think is most important one first?
Most important
Yep,
one first.
the most important.
So do I need to just take it out and then
Yes,
put
please.
most important. So okay, career growth is the
Career-
most important.
Career.
All right.
Mhm.
Career growth is the most important, and then the least important. Allow me just to put the least important. I will just say is the passion.
Ooh.
Now, why passion is going to be the least important is because, as I mentioned just now, when we come up, passion is just something that not really important to our career. I mean, passion we can do it in the past time. Okay. The next thing is that work location. Okay, work location is second least important because when we talk about work location, all right, nowadays we have driving license, we can drive, even there is a public transport is very convenient nowadays, and then there's no reason for us why are we not going to the work. All right, then after that I would say that all right, either is work-life balance or reputation first, either or. All right, now when we talk about work-life balance, what is work-life balance about? Okay, what is work-life balance about? When we talk about work-life balance, there's no actual thing called work-life balance in reality. It depends on how your employer actually treats you. All right. So in this scenario, when we talk about work-life balance, we have to contribute. It's something like chicken and egg issue. Give and take. All right.
Oh, yeah.
You're able to give your employer will be able to let it back. All right.
Give it back.
So this work-life balance. Then after that, I will say is working environment. Now this one is something that I like to put a bit more stress on. Now, what is working environment about? When we talk about working environments, are you hoping? I mean, just a question. Is the employee hoping to really work like a company which he or she is dreaming of? We can't do that because it is actually a work. All right, it is not a dream.
Work.
It is not an Alice in the Wonderland.
Yeah.
So
It's like-
it is a thing. All right. Then after that, now this one is also a either or area, which is low stress. Okay, low stress, and also the salary. Why did I say so? If you want high salary, expect to accept high stress.
Yeah.
If you are looking for a low stress, you cannot expect a high salary. All right, everyone knows that.
Yep.
All right, everyone knows that. So in this scenario, try not to emphasize too much or don't put so much stress on the salary first. Instead, learn first. All right, we got to learn first. So after we have learned what we got, we got our reputation. People start to know who are we. Okay, when we got our reputation, we got our security. All right, it comes together. When we have our job security, after that, we have our career growth. People will come to us automatically. Just let's say, for example, today, without knowing who am I was actually subbed by someone. It's a big chain of a sports shop in Malaysia, getting me to assist in their tax
Yeah,
matters.
the one that you just told me.
Right?
Yeah.
So this come all together. Then finally, only we talk about
Oh.
flexible working hours. Why flexible working hours? Now allow me to share here and there with you. What is flexible working hour? After MCO, it is already a new norm. All right. To me, if we still insist to come back office to sit down there in the office and do our work, in the end of the day, it is not able to fulfill what we want. Okay, sometimes different personnel will have different, that kind of personality. Maybe certain people is a night owl and they like to work in the night. So this is all about flexible working hours. Like for example, myself, I like to travel. I travel to Paris, I travel to Switzerland, and in the same time, I bring my laptop and I work there. So flexible working hours. This is about my sharing.
I see. Well, it all makes sense actually, guys. But I think I also follow with you. So like, actually, the passion will be also at the least one, and then also following with the work location. Also, no, but I think for the least one, I think I will follow to the reputation one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then following with the low stress, and I think the most important one is the flexible working hours, because I think it's really matter for me, especially I'm the one who like to working from home or from anywhere I can be. So we will continue our next talk after this short break. See you guys later.
Thank you.
Diciptakan alam. Okay guys, let's go and get some new accessories for me to wear. Ooh. Guys. Oh look, this color is like rose gold. So I personally love rose gold and I don't like the color gold. So I only wear silver or rose gold. So let's see what else. It's like we are promoting Lovisa or something. Then these are the jewelries, the earrings that you typically find here in Lovisa. Oh, what is this? This is something weird. It's supposed to be like an octopus tentacle or something.
Welcome back. Imagine this. You finally receive an interview preparation or like some invitation, and you prepare everything, start from resume and choose your outfit and walk into an interview room. And then the interviewer asks you a weird question or a question that you wouldn't expect. What will you do? So like today we're putting our participant through some common interview questions or some situation from arriving late and answering a difficult question or some unexpected question, even discussing a salary expectation especially to your recruiter. And after that, we'll finish this with a quick fire career challenge that we will talk about some kind of common question or some like about work situation that normally people feel it or people experience it. And let's see how they handle this pressure. See you in the next ad break.
Oh my god, first day. Don't panic. Just act like a professional. Yeah? You're here early? Of course, I've been preparing this for like 3 days, but of course I'm here early.
Good. Because your first impression starts even before you say hello.
Well... Oh no! That's our supervisor coming in. I'm so nervous.
Good morning. You must be the new intern, right, Alia?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm Alia. Good morning.
Relax. And tell me about yourself.
I'm actually a fresh graduate, sir. I don't really have that much experience.
You know, you don't need years of experience to show that you're ready.
Exactly. What matters is what you bring with you. Your skills, attitude, and willingness to learn.
Hey, sir, I think I have an idea. Is this okay?
Whoa, Alia, that actually is a good idea. Why don't you lead the part of the project?
Oh, really?
Yes,
I'm not confident.
but you showed initiative, so you should go for it. I believe.
See, Alia, your career doesn't start when you become an expert.
Yeah, well, it starts when you're willing to take the first step.
Build your skills
Build your confidence.
And launch your career.
and your careers
Your career
Your career
starts now.
starts now.
starts now.
Welcome back, guys. But we are not done from the first game. But we've seen what matters most of you, like when you're choosing a career, which one is most important and the least important you can consider about it. And the next game will be a career court where me and Mr. Gunn will debate some kind of statement between pros and cons. So I will give you one statement and we have debate on it.
Okay.
Okay, so we move to the first statement first.
Right.
Okay, so connection can get you further than talent. What do you think?
You need to have your talent first before you can get your
Yeah,
connection.
I always also say that too. Yes, without talent, what you can do? Actually,
Without talent, you can't do anything.
Yeah. Okay, and then next one, taking a gap, a year will hurt your career, or like will break your career journey. Is it true or not? We think
Come again, I don't really understand your question.
like taking a gap year break will
A gap year, a year.
Yep, like a year to break and
Alright,
do
alright,
anything.
alright.
Do you think is will ruin your journey or not?
Well, it will. It will. Why? Because when you want to go back to your workplace at time you go for the interview, I mean, of course, in a year, everything go advanced, right? And then perhaps your potential employer may not want to consider you just because you are left out in that 1 year gap. So this is my opinion.
Because like I think my opinion, I think if that year you don't have any vision or mission, I think it will be just a waste and will hurt your journey. Like you don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're going to be, and
Exactly.
there's no specific things
Correct,
you have
correct,
to pursue.
Correct. It will hurt your journey actually.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay, and then we'll move to the next one. So this is also the common things that mostly student ask or. So university is necessary for a successful career. What do you think?
First,
University is
University.
necessary for a successful career.
of course. because there is no organization willing to, teach or give a tuition to a candidate. Time is gold. Time is money. I mean, those like people, when people talk about like, the drop off of the university can become a CEO of so and so, but you have to study back from where their background was.
Yep.
So we assume that we don't have a great background as of those people have. We better go for university, down to the earth, get a master degree, study properly, and come up for work.
Okay, I think my opinion also the same thing like you for this one. And then okay, so the next statement will go a bit more Gen Z. So okay, so this statement mostly people also ask, especially Gen Z. Well, we know like Gen Z is really chill, or they're really a bit different with the other generation. So do you think Gen Z doesn't want to work hard? What do you think?
Gen Z is not about they are not going to work hard. No, I don't think so. But I very much believe that they really focus into kind of the work whereby everyone is working together. During my time, it is like who is the boss and who is the staff. But nowadays, we are talking like who is the leader. Now, what does it mean by leader is whereby, assuming that there is a group of students where they are doing the group assignment. So who is the lead of the group assignment and who need to support? So I very much believe that Gen Z is looking into this kind of environment instead of I command you to do something. So I take the credit if you have done well. Then you'll get the scold if you've done worse. So, I mean, it's a kind of a fair working environment, okay, for Gen Z. I would not say Gen Z is difficult to deal with. In my opinion, in Gen Z, the best can be the best, and the worst one can be very, very worst. So it depends on how we play around together.
Okay, I think about like my opinion itself about Gen Z doesn't want to work hard. I think it's also cons for me because I think Gen Z work different.
Yes,
it's not like because some people really have different kind of personalities
Exactly.
as we know,
Exactly.
right? And then I think Gen Z more like more inflexible, of course, the first time, like working online as what you just mentioned.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
also I think they're morely like to work in their style.
Yeah.
And not in like mostly people thought that working have to be in the exact place and
Yeah, you can
and-
even work in the
yeah.
cafe, so
Uh-huh.
long you have you work in your own style and you'll be able to meet the deadline. That's it.
Yep. Because some boss, like I've experienced before, like my boss thought like every time coming to the office might be like, oh, this worker is work hard because we have all the way to spend from here to here to
Exactly.
just looks like we are working hard. But actually it's not. It's all because what you put your effort on doing something is like submit everything in deadline in the same like some expectation to your boss, like what they wanted, and yeah, just like
Yep.
on the
Well,
deadline.
allow me just to add on a bit here and
Yeah, sure.
there. Even in the I mean, even a big accounting firm in the UK, they actually allow their staff to work off the desk. What does it mean by off the desk? They can have their earphone and then work at the cafe with a laptop. Call their customer as and when they want. So I think this can actually increase the productivity of the work.
Alright. And that's bring us to the end of the career court. Alright guys, we're almost hit at the end of this channel and we will see you this after this short break. See you guys later for the ending of this episode.
Yes, they are.
Fudge brownie center inside an M&M's is real
Genius. I know.
Well, I was going to say hard.
MUM's Cover Up Your Break.
Standing at the heart of Kuala Lumpur, the iconic KLCC brings together the energy of the city. Just beside it, KLCC Park offers a refreshing escape surrounded by the nature. Take a stroll along the winding rock paths where lush greenery and peaceful surroundings create a relaxing atmosphere. Whether you're taking a quiet break at the gazebo or spending time with friends, there's always a place to slow down. Stretch out on the grass, soak up the sunshine, and simply enjoy the moment. For those who love to stay active, the park is also a perfect place to jog, exercise, and keep moving. And when Kuala Lumpur heat kicks in, there's no better way to cool down. The water playground brings fun, laughter, and refreshing splashes for the little ones. And when the city becomes alive with exciting events like Kuala Lumpur Fashion Week 2026, KLCC becomes more than just a landmark. It becomes a place where nature, lifestyle, and culture come together.
And alright guys, welcome back. So before we really end this talk show, I want Mr. Gunn to give some advice for young students that just fresh graduates. Is there any advice for you as you're already in a good position?
So my advice is again attitude. Attitude. Again attitude. What is attitude? I mean, students can score a sky high, or the flying result, but without a good attitude, this student fail. To me, he or she fail. All right. Secondly, if let's say, for example, this student is having a very good result in the university or master whatsoever not, so long he or she is still very willing to learn and very humble, he or she will score because he or she will be able to learn whatsoever people willing to teach. But if you put yourself too highly, no one is able to teach you, right? You are not going to follow whatsoever. So in the end of the day, still an attitude.
Okay, so guys, your first job doesn't have to be your forever job. It might be for your step forward, your step to go to more better position actually. So the important thing is keep learning and keep gaining experience and don't afraid to make mistake, of course. And thank you for everyone.
And allow me to add.
Yep, sure.
Don't afraid to make mistake and don't afraid to fail. Failing is the life journey. And when we fail, we climb up, we restart, refresh and restart.
Okay. And of course, guys, we would like to say a lot of thank you for Mr. Gan especially,
thank you
for everyone who participate and sharing their thoughts. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, and see you next week, same time.